Just 10 days have gone by since the last time Republic and Defiance got together, but this time we're in the capital of California. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening. Alongside Adam Moffat, I'm Rob McAllister. Tonight's contest is brought to you by UC Davis Health. It's been one of the most lopsided series over the years. The Republic own a 13-3-4 advantage over Tacoma. Bodes well for Sacramento's playoff hopes. However, the Defiance are having one of the best years in club history and also have the playoffs in sight. So Adam, I ask you, how did the Republic pick up 3 points?
First and foremost, they need to come out with the right mentality. Playoffs on the line, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to get the victory. Tactically, they'll try to build upon the success that they had in the last match against the Defiance by getting in those advanced wide areas. If they can do that and continue to create similar opportunities that we saw, then they'll have plenty of chances to claim those vital 3 points tonight.
Just 2 wins on the road for Tacoma. Sacramento looking to capitalize. It's the Defiance, it's the Republic, and it's coming up next.
Hi, I'm Tucker Bone, and as a Sacramento native, the El Dorado National Forest has played a large role in my childhood growing up here and the many experiences I've had. And now our neighbors affected by the Caldor fire need us. Our chairman and CEO, Kevin Nagel, will be matching donations up to $10,000 to the El Dorado Community Foundation. Donate at sacrepublicfc.com/fire relief.
This is the look of a boy who had 3 open heart surgeries by the age of 3. A boy who weathered some of his toughest storms before he could speak. A boy who now has the heart to change the world and a lifetime to do it. For extraordinary breakthroughs and everyday childhoods, UC Davis Health is the region's only nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
Welcome back to Heart Health Park, UC Davis Health pregame show. Continuing alongside Adam Moffat, I'm Rob McAllister. Let's get to our matchup of the evening, brought to you by Consolidated Communications. Luis Felipe, we've seen what he's been able to do offensively in the attack, but to me, Adam, it's more his defensive presence, getting stuck in, going for hard challenges makes him so crucial.
Yeah, these goals he's added fairly help, but defensively, there's not many highlights for that. But we've seen he's at 3 assists, 3 goals, so vital in this team's success so far this year.
Meanwhile, a guy who's really come of age throughout the season, Sam Adeniran, out of Houston, Texas, just 22 years of age, 7 goals on the year. He's really the key to this offense.
He is. He'll spearhead that attack for them. He's a big boy. He's a handful, so look for a lot of that play to go to his feet, and then he can provide opportunities for those players underneath.
Our fair starting 11, couple of changes. Carlos Saldana making his debut with the Sacramento Republic in the starting 11 tonight. Hayden Sargis also making the return for the first time since August 14th, has been dealing with some hamstring issues.
Looking forward to seeing Malik Foster, 99 there, out wide on that right. He can have a lot of success tonight if they can find him to his feet.
Meanwhile, for Tacoma Defiance, you'll have a couple of changes. Eric Kisner did not see him, but a local product out of Tacoma. He's back in the 3 alongside Mueller and Brewitt. Christian Herrera making his 13th appearance on the night. but it's one of those players that kind of steps up here and there. Carlos Anguiano, to me, is another one, a key to watch for Tacoma.
He's solid in the middle. He likes to link that, the defense to the attack, so keep an eye on him, number 88 tonight.
Crowd's ready to go. The Republican Old Glory Red. It's the Tacoma Defiance in the away white heading the south end of the field. And the rally towels waving furiously here at Hart Health Park. Big game on the line. Playoff implications for both of these teams trying to get into that Final Four spot. Tacoma, Sacramento. It's going to be a good one. And this crowd's revved up. First kick, there's the whistle, and here we go from Hart Health Park. Sacramento coming out once and again in that 4-3-3. Malik Foster, Cameron Iwasa, and Dark Formella. What do they need to do tonight to be successful?
We saw it in the last game. There was a lot of chances from those wide areas, and it'll be interesting to see just where the players fall here. We've seen Cuello. He's going to be in there. He likes to move around a little bit. He's a guy I want to see tonight get on the ball, try and create something, and hopefully we'll get that ball in the back of the net here tonight.
Tacoma on the year, 30 points. Sacramento Republic, 29 points. So it is neck and neck between these two sides. And interesting to see what Tacoma comes out today. We usually see a 3-4-3. Looks like they're going to go with maybe a 3-5-2 up top, Adam.
Yeah, they might mix it up a little bit. This is a team who's coming in this game. They've lost 5 in a row, so they might need to refresh things a little bit. You know, if it's not working, maybe switch it up. A lot of these teams play against each other so many times, they're kind of familiar. So when you do mix it up, the formations, the tactics a little bit, the referee calls that foul there, then you can kind of catch the other team off guard.
Ricardo Fierro is our referee tonight for this contest. Tacoma, 8 wins on the year. Sacramento with 7. But Tacoma has struggled on the road. Just 2 victories. Malik Foster has so much pace along that right side, cutting it towards centrally to Cameron Iwasa. This Defiance team really looking up from a year ago. Just 14 points in the COVID-shortened season. Their younger guys getting much better play, more of a cohesive unit, fewer guys coming up and down from Seattle. And it's shown this year. And to me, the most surprising team in the division has been this Defiance squad.
They really have stepped it up in their young squad, as you mentioned, and going through a trying time right now. They were, I mean, a month ago they were on fire, but losing a few victories. We see Villanueva here doing a little acrobatic flip, and thankfully it doesn't land on his neck there, and he's back at it.
Aguiano, 3 goals, 2 assists out of Salem, Oregon. The greatest place to ever be born is from Salem, Oregon.
Why is that? Oh, that's where you were born?
Yes, sir.
Salem, Oregon.
Yes, so
there you go.
Obviously, he's got to be a fine young man with a lot of talent ahead of him.
For sure.
Here's the veteran Mueller pushing this one out the attack with Sacramento swarming here early. It's been their success so far this season when they're able to swarm, press at the right time, and work as a unit. And all about this week from Mark Bridz has been competition. Tactically, he said we basically threw it out the window. Who's going to compete? Who's going to make that great run? Who's going to finish at the end and help get this team 3 points? UC Davis Health Injury Report reminding you they're there for you, offering safe and ready care to keep you and your family healthy. Good news for Sacramento. Everyone pretty much ready to go. Pete Pettit is back. Tomas Gomez is back. Of course, Tucker Bone out for the entire season. But the team's getting healthy really at the right time with 7 more matches, including tonight. As this was a key one. They'll play Tacoma one more time after this, but these two teams going at it for the 21st time as the whistle comes in the middle of the park. How about Cameron Iwasa, 6 goals and assists, and really on fire and helped this Republic squad, really their best stretch in that undefeated streak. How does he get back turning and leading this team to victory?
This guy's proven that he knows where the back of the net is, and it's been an up and down season, but as of late he really has picked it up, and he's shown what he's capable of doing. Tonight would be massive. This would be a time to put that ball in the back of the net, because that's what he's in there for.
Hayden Sargis, maybe arguably the best academy program player to come out of Sacramento. Out of Turlock originally, has been dealing with some hamstring issues. Nabi Kibanguchi, another fantastic academy player, playing in that left center back position. But Hayden back there brings a lot with his ability to break lines and get that ball over the top. Duke Lacroix playing it forward, trying to get AWO involved. And Wheeler Ahmed able to keep this and play to Dark Formella. Formella. Last time these two sides played, Dark Formella with the game-winning goal and assist from Carlton Belmar. That came late in that matchup in Tacoma. Now for a 1-0 victory, Sacramento would hold on it. Cheney have had success against the Defiance team over the years, and of course tonight will be another massive opportunity. Mark Briggs calling the rest of the season. We have 7 more Cup finals. We've got to treat every match like there's no tomorrow. And he says that will be our key to success and hopefully moving on to the playoffs for the 8th consecutive season. Denied. McCrary back. So 4-4-2 officially. There's Mark Briggs in his 2nd season. Coach Real Monarchs. 2017 USL Coach of the Year. Trying to get this team back on track after a trying season. Formella, AWO, stepping forward again. Did that so well against Los Angeles on Sunday. Off to the left, Malik Foster plays it back centrally to Cam. Deflection, big swing from Quayle. Sacramento not done yet, able to clear as Mueller. Hayden Sarge is so aggressive from a young player's perspective. You came in as a teenager playing professional soccer. His aggressiveness, were you this type of player coming in? I mean, he's got all kinds of confidence for his age.
He does, and you have to, you know, you're going in, you're playing against man, and I didn't run getting him back there. I think Sam felt like he was fouled on the last play, which it kind of looks like he might have been. Sargis might have got away with it, but a little feistiness to start the game. And here we go, Duke Lacroix. This is where he's got to get going tonight.
Claw and broken up by Hafferty.
So what we're seeing from the Republic is more a 4-4-2. So you have Quayle looks to be lining up on the right-hand side, Formella on the left, and what that will do is bring them inside more, and it should open up space for Duke Lacroix, like we just saw on the left, and Jordan McCrary on the right, getting forward in those areas.
Emil Quayle at his disposal, corner kick, first of the evening. This one's low. Formella, quick touch, trying to play it back to Luis Felipe, and recycling. Sacramento stays on top of it. Dan Casey in the mix, as is Hayden Sargis, 2 center backs. McCrary stepping in. And here on the counters, Tacoma will try to take advantage. Adinarin. Quayle. Cameron over the top. Good ball from Hayden Sargis. Maybe a bit too heavy. Comes back around. Malik Foster. Too many white jerseys. And this one will be sent right back looking for Formella. A little bit too low from Jordan McCrary. Wassa, a little bit of space. Duke Lacroix. Sacramento doing a decent job possessing already. Cameron Owassa right through the wickets from Duke Lacroix. Cameron Owassa! Number 7, and a big one in the 8th minute. And Sacramento Republic take the early lead here at home. The crowd is loving it.
Cameron Owassa, the local boy, does it again in Sacramento. And that starts with him. He's out wide. He has the ball, he's patient, plays it back across to Lacroix, and then continues his run into the box, and the ball through from Duke Lacroix. I think he has to thread it through some legs, and Owassa stakes with it, great control, and the little toe poke finish. What a start to the game right there.
Kisner not able to recover, takes a deflection. Herrera got down low, but Cameron Owassa with that final touch that Mark Briggs has so desperately been seeking as of late. Owassa inserted back into the starting 11, and he's got to make Mark Briggs and the rest of this Republic fan base a happy man as this club has taken an early lead against Tacoma.
Keep it going. Yeah, that's what he'll want. He doesn't want this to stay 1-0. Let Tacoma get back in the game. Keep it going. Cameron Owassa, great example there. Starting the play and then finishing it wonderfully.
Should be offside, but McCrary going to get back just in case. Good job by Adeniran to turn this back in. Look at McCrary. Just an extra speed from Sacramento tonight. They got an extra gear really kicking in. Mueller trying to get Republic out of sorts as he comes all the way back to the center back position. Derek Vermel, a little trickery himself. AWO. Wheeler Amanu, just fantastic 90 minutes against Los Angeles, has come and played another good 10 here to start tonight. And why was he so effective against Los Angeles?
He's just great tenacity, and he's just a willing worker. And what that does is it sets a great example for the rest of the guys. You know, they'll maybe push that a little bit harder. He's not a guy who's going to score many goals, not get many assists, but it's that work, the stuff that goes unseen, that could be a reason why he's been in the last 2 games. Mark Briggs knows what he can bring. And it could just be being a really good team player.
He was inserted in the starting lineup as a late addition after Jaime Villarreal had a foot injury. So gave him the opportunity, and AWO made the best of it. In that second half, you could see Wheeler Amanu pressing high, covering a lot of ground. Unfortunately, Sacramento had a mistake, not able to secure the win. But he has inserted himself as a vital part to this. Interesting watching Cameron Iwasa as they're backing back and forth, all the way playing a little bit deeper tonight. Not typical for him, as we've seen of the late in this formation, but you're seeing something different. And what I'm seeing right now is all that guy's covering ground. Milquayo now moving forward, trying to get Foster onside, and he's just a step off. So it'll be coming back. But Malik Foster, that pace is just instant as a defender. How do you try to slow a guy like Malik Foster down?
You just got to pull him back, I think, most of the time. You can see right there.
Little cheat codes here?
Yes, a lot of that. But you see Cameron Iwasa will drop deeper because they know they have Malik Foster up there stretching the field and looking to make runs like that in behind. Just goes a little too early on that last play.
Well, the squad will head to the Bay Area to face Oakland Roots on Wednesday night, October 6th. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. No local broadcast. You can't catch it on ESPN, however. Foster from Felipe. Malik Foster maybe trying to turn it one more time. Able to turn the corner. And it's broken up. Brua does a nice job to stay home and trying to figure out where Malik Foster may put that ball. Played it perfectly. Ball to the top, Sargis. But how about this? Carlos Saldana, the 24-year-old out of Vallejo, has spent some time with Guadalajara and Liga MX, various units, been a very positive influence on this team. His first start here in Sacramento, got to feel really great for the youngster.
Great. At 24 as a goalkeeper, I mean, those guys can play until they're 40, so you know sometimes they might sound a little older, but you got to wait a long time to get an opportunity as a goalkeeper, and he's bided his time, and great to see him out there tonight.
And he'll have his family supporting him here. And it's interesting, talking to him earlier this week, he said, you know, you have the family, it's great to have family support, but he's like, but my only family I'm concerned about on Saturday night is going to be the 10 other guys on the field.
That's great. You know, that's what you want to hear, you know, from a team who's maybe not been doing too well. Just that confidence, that togetherness, and we can see so far tonight they've definitely come up with that.
Just a new energy as Casey will allow this to trickle away for a goal kick for Sacramento. So he led Chivas reserve side to league finals in 2019. And see if he can help lead Sacramento, and potentially what might be if he can have a good night. Look at this ball from Lacroix. Might help this team for the rest of the way. Foster has a little bit of space trying to get to a side. Lacroix has to find an opening, poke through from behind. Good defending by Vargas. Heavy touch is Adeniran running all over Hayden Sargis, and these two early battle here is the third time we've seen them collide.
I think they're going to be at it all night, and great job. Hayden Sargis not backing down from Adeniran, who's maybe got a few pounds and a few inches on him.
Well, Adeniran wasn't even the 18 in the first couple of matches of the season, has worked his way to not only becoming a starter for Wade Weber, but now maybe the most critical part of this Tacoma Defiance team. Felipe. Emil Cuello on loan from San Antonio. You know, he's just itching to get that first assist or first goal since coming over. He's had some really good looks. Played into the corner. Maybe too easy for Kinsner, who, I'll take that, put it right out of play. Not what Wade Weber was hoping for, I think, from Tacoma.
They've struggled to put any passes together, and that's credit to Sacramento, who's just, as soon as that ball's turned over, they're putting pressure on them. We've seen a lot of long balls going through right to the goalkeeper, so Sacramento wants to keep that up, and then they can be the team dictating the play if they have it.
Sacramento 61% of possession so far. Formella playing this one over the top, just a bit short. Good look for Formella. Had two of his teammates making a run toward Christian Herrera in goal. Vargas, very talented young player. Duke Lacroix, and a heavy challenge coming from Danny Robles. And maybe the foul whistled first on Duke Lacroix, but I'll tell you what, the pace and the challenge is starting to pick up. 15 minutes in.
Early foul there from Lacroix. The ref called that one, and you saw Malik Foster going in that second one. Robles came through the back of him, all for nothing. That whistle had blown already, but Tacoma showing they're not gonna just lay down and take this either.
Duke Lacroix, 27 years old, out of New Jersey, has solidified himself in that left back position. Really critical in the start of the season in that 3-5-2, and he's able to fly up those wings and get involved. Mark has had him in the midfield at times, playing winger position. Brings a lot in the attack. And with Hayden Sargis and the way that he has played when healthy, it feels like Duke Lacroix has even more freedom to move forward along that left flank.
It's always good when you're that wide guy and you know you have that security blanket behind you to go forward. And just the way they've lined up tonight, the opportunities are there. I've seen Jordan McCrary a few times on the right. When Formella comes in with it, if he can just look and find that open space, you'll see McCrary right here. He's got so much space to venture into.
McCrary collecting in stride, plays it to forward to Iwasa, looking for his second goal, goes with a left-footed strike, sent away by Herrera, still in the 6. And McCrary trying to clean it up. It's Brew, it was in the neighborhood.
Good positive play, Cameron Iwasa. He gets that ball off McCrary, and only one thought on his mind there is take a pop. I've already scored one with my right, why not go with my left? And he catches it well enough. That's where you just want someone being alert, following in. That's usually Iwasa's job, following that in, but good play, Cameron.
Combination from Sacramento and the attack has been brilliant tonight. Really one of the best out of the gate that we've seen from this team. We've seen good starts, but the way they're combined, the way they're using their pressure to lead to the offense has really been spectacular in the 17 minutes so far. Luis Felipe. And a wow whistle comes in. Well, all remaining matches at Hart Health Park are now on sale. You can lock in your seats for the home stretch by visiting sacrepublicfc.com/tickets. 6 matches after this one. One more against this Tacoma side as well. Sacramento falling to Los Dos on a 67th loose ball that went in from Jalen Neal on Sunday afternoon. Trying to bounce back after that defeat, as a win on Sunday would have propelled them to sole possession in 4th place. And that final spot in the Pacific standings for trip to the postseason. 8th minute goal by Cameron Iwasa from Duke Lacroix. Picked up his 4th assist on the year. And that is where we stand in Sacramento. Part of the problem for Tacoma during this losing streak of 5 now is that they've been able to score just 3 times. It's really difficult, obviously, to pick up points. You're not able to put it in the back of the net, and unfortunately, they've not been able to spring a Dinnerit or even Anguiano or Alvarez loose.
They haven't, and similar to Sacramento, you know, just putting the ball in the back of the net has been an issue for both of these sides this year, but they're both in with the chance of making the playoffs still, and that's credit to, you know, just the grittiness of both teams so far. for Tacoma, those 5 games, you know, they got to turn that around, though. You know, this is not the time of year that you want to be on that little slump.
We'll be doing a little bit of scoreboard watching tonight as well. The Oakland Roots are taking on Las Vegas Lights. They were down a goal and now lead 2-1 at Laney College. So Oakland with just 1 more point than Sacramento currently. But LA Galaxy, Oakland, Tacoma here, Sacramento, all within 3 points of each other, all vying for that final spot. So these next 4 weeks of October, Adam, are going to be quite interesting. And we may not have a full playoff picture till the final night. Springing forward, here comes a chance for a Adeniran, trying to cut back to his left foot. Just missed, struck it, but Villanueva not done yet. Flag stays down, sends this ball across. Adeniran again, and Dan Casey's able to clear and gets an ovation from the crowd. Malik Foster, Derek Formella making a run. Formella, can he bring it down? Mueller able to get a foot on it, not keep possession, however. Back to Foster. Foster winding up. Best chance for Tacoma tonight was on that breakaway, and Adeniran just couldn't get a good wrap around the ball on it.
It was the first real chance for them. It was a quick counter-attack, and Adeniran, like you say, just couldn't get a hold of that shot and kind of sliced it, but it fell fortunately for Villanueva and well defended in the end by Dan Casey. Just something for Sacramento, just be wary of, right? They're feeling good going forward, but always been alert at the back.
Tell you what, if I had a nickel every time I had a really good chance at a shot in golf and I sliced it, I'd be a very rich man.
You wouldn't be sitting next to me right now, would you?
Be sitting out, we have a yacht.
On a beach somewhere, yeah.
I'd be watching you from my yacht in the Bahamas.
Yes, that would be nice.
Look at this ball from Lacroix again. He's been sensational. Getting balls forward, trying to get guys into the attack. Sargis. Wheeler Amanu playing it forward. I don't know about that. Bit close. Villanueva tracking back is Formella. Interesting to see Formella, Foster. I mean, it just seems like almost pick up a little bit here. Just go where you can. Find the open spot. It's not necessarily, you know, go to your circle, as I'm sure you teach some of the younger kids.
Yeah, so, yeah, maybe not as rigid as, you know, stay here, but you know, these players have played long enough, you know, they maybe get a feel like, hey, let me switch spots with you, as we've seen Formella and Cuello do right now.
Owasso has space trouble coming from behind. Tower Bridge Battalion in full force tonight. Malik Foster looking to turn it. Foster finding Owasso, just a save coming from Herrera, just shy of what likely would have been the second goal. His hands, I mean, he's a big, tall, lengthy goalkeeper, and they made the best of his tools right there as he snags it out of the air.
Yeah, great ball through McCrary. Foster with a fake, and then the ball's just stuck under his feet there and almost falls straight to Kamawase, who'd have been looking at the second of the night. But you see the contact just put on Foster. It was good defending, and then just to put him off just enough so he can't get a clean connection on there.
Malik Foster, making just his second start of the year, has come off the bench because he was hurt, had the hip injury, and it really lasted almost 2 years for him, maybe dealing with even longer. And Mark giving him the start tonight. I really like the energy he's brought. He's got Patrick Way on the bench as well. So 2 guys that can really give you a spark either on the bench or starting the game. And it's Malik Foster, and he's filled in that right spot nicely tonight. McCrary going to have to be the mark here. Played it forward. Robles looking to make a run, and it's sent out of play. And a warning for Dan Casey from Ricardo Fierro. Throw for Tacoma. Vargas sends it back to Villanueva. Villanueva's been with the Sounders Academy since 2018 and has really come on the scene as a 19-year-old in this 21 season. Duke Lacroix trying to find Emil Quayle, but Mueller up instead. Here comes McCrary trying to play it forward. Well, since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the leagues around the world. SelectSportAmerica.com. Were you a player that was finicky with the ball that you played, or did it just, if it was enough air in it, you were ready to go?
I mean, I made a bad pass, yeah. Usually
you look at the ball,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Or a wild shot. There was several of those. It was all the ball.
Formella trying to find a bit of room. Sends a deep cross in. Here's Malik Foster! And it just over the top crossbar. Good touch on it, going toward goal. Maybe a bit to handle.
Oh, what a ball by Darth Formella. And you see Foster, if you see this highlight coming up, he just hesitates half a second. So when that ball does come to him, he's just a split second off it, and the ball bounces right in front of him. That's a really difficult technique. He looks close to the goal, but it's really hard to keep those down once that ball bounces in front of you.
Hafferty, when you loved from Darth Formella, he gave one look, right back down, didn't show his cards. And Malik Foster, he knows he had that one right there on the doorstep. Remains 1-0, 25 minutes in.
We spoke about his regaining that fitness, Malik Foster, and he's unlikely to go the whole game. I almost put my house on it. He won't go the whole game tonight, but I'm sure Mark Briggs told him, go out there, give it everything you got. If it's one half, that's all we need, you know, and you can see he's came out with that energy so far, and the team's feeding off of it.
Well, we got a whole outfit change from Joe Hafferty on the sideline there. I don't know if there was some blood or something that got on his kit, but he might be in a different uniform number here. Not sure I've seen that, but he's got to get something taped up, maybe have a scratch on his elbow.
Scratch? I'm making a soccer player sound soft there, scratching his elbow. Probably a deep gash.
Deep, yeah, right. We'll need stitches.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Now, if you're the Republic, you'd be fine if you have some blood on there. They could have. It's just unfortunate with that white jersey on.
That's true. So currently to 10 men as they'll try to get Hafferty back in this game immediately. Vargas, the 16-year-old, colliding with AWO. Will we see yellow? No, just a warning, it looks like, from Fierro.
He's a nice little player, Obed Vargas, and the only player from Alaska I've ever met, or haven't even met him, but I know of, you know, and I played with a lot of guys through the years, and no one from Alaska, a bunch of Hawaiians, but no one from Alaska, so it's the first one.
I mean, there's not a lot of time in the year to get games in, I would imagine. So maybe
it's
indoor.
All indoor, yeah.
Well, he's still a youngster. I mean, he's coming over early on, but I mean, great for Sounders and this Defiance organization to give him an opportunity, and he showed well. I mean, he did make an MLS appearance on May 9th. Or excuse me, that was against LA Galaxy 2, but did make an MLS appearance as a 15-year-old, and that was the night that Seattle beat Austin 1-0. Third youngest player ever to appear in an MLS match.
It's not a bad start right there.
Well, here's Hafferty. He's wearing number 1 now. Little pressure coming from Foster. And another foul, and Robles would like to see more than the whistle.
This might also be a first. I don't think I've ever seen an outfield player wearing number 1.
Well,
I have not. Fun
You're probably right.
There
Fun
we go.
fact, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, good thing they had alternate kit there ready to go, because he had to change his shorts as well. This wasn't just even the top part. Here's a set piece for Tacoma, their first of the night. Here's Robles. The left-footed striker will send this one in. A save by Saldana. A one-handed push away. And Sacramento keeps this a 1-goal advantage. Great ball in from Robles. Adinaran was right there in the 6th, but denied at the line, and Sacramento holding the lead.
Fantastic piece of goalkeeping by Saldana there. He's alert, and it's great ball in by Robles, I believe it was, on that left foot, and that's going to sneak in right at the far post. No one touches it, I don't think. Maybe a slight nick. Great piece of goalkeeping.
Biggest save of the night here. 30 minutes gone by. Tacoma, Sacramento. Cameron Iwasa goal is the difference. This ball coming in. Formella lays it for Robles. Malik Foster is cut down. And Robles is shown yellow. The game's first coming in the 30th minute. Trying to stall the attack for Sacramento. We asked how do you bring Malik Foster down. There's one way.
There's one of the ways, one of the many ways we've seen him done a few times so far.
Probably not sustainable, however.
No.
Well, this Tacoma side fell to Phoenix 2-1 on the 25th of September. They were held to just 4 shots, 2 on target. It was a late goal by Phoenix. It would get the win. Formella moving forward. He was the intended target. Sargis, even when he doesn't seem to hit it clean, it needs to work out. Here Cameron Iwasa may have a step. And Brua just able to shield Iwasa away from Herrera long enough. But the 1-2 quick, maybe 3, maybe 4, but it's happening at a much quicker pace tonight, and it seems to work out well for Sacramento.
A little bit more direct in that attack in third. We saw Cuejo there. Why not just slide it in behind the back three? Iwasa's not far away from getting on the end of it. Good pressure again, Malik Foster. And that's what Mark Briggs would be happy at seeing. It's not letting them get into the game at all. At the back, they're used to playing with the ball, and they're a young team, but they're capable of keeping it and building up possession. So far tonight, they just have not been able to do that.
USL on ESPN continues with a class of playoff implications. Louisville looking to stay atop the Central Division against New Mexico United. That's tomorrow on ESPN2. Last win for Tacoma coming on September 2nd against Las Vegas. Found themselves in 4th place at the time, making a really good run, and things have not gone as well, to say the least, since. This is the 2nd time they'll play Sacramento in that stretch. A really great August turned into a dreadful September for this young side. I guess for a lot of these young players, we got 5 teenagers out on the field tonight. You know, with so much success that Seattle has, losing is not part of the culture up in the Pacific Northwest. And it's got to be frustrating, but again, they've got to have a chance here, I guess, to teach them a little perseverance. That things are not going to always go your way. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows throughout a season. You are, and I think the high for them obviously was that run, as you spoke about, through July, I believe it was, and August. They know they're capable of it. They know they're capable of playing in these tight games against these far more experienced teams. And as a youngster, you gotta take a lot of confidence from that. Dinnerin, it's through. Sargis off of Mueller. Good job by Malik Foster to duck just in time. Sacramento with 5 shots, 3 on target, just 1 shot for Tacoma.
It's another way to take Malik Foster down there, just barge into the back of him.
There's Hafferty at Oregon State University, academy player with the Sounders. Sargis playing his first game in more than a month and a half. And probably the deepest bench for Mark Briggs tonight. And while we probably won't see any changes in this first 45, least you have some options in that second half if you need to go to. Look at Dan Casey floating this one up top to Formella. Formella chesting it down. Hafferty able to get a step on it. And a foul by Formella. Hafferty has been all over, back and forth on this right wing, and probably wanted to be much more in the attack in his position, but he's been called to defend the guys against like Formella and Foster, who have switched places. Even Cuello has come over. Robles, little combination. Vargas finding Alvarez, spraying it out wide. Villanueva 1v1 on Jordan McCrary. Here comes AWO to step in and help. A step in here from Felipe. Expecting nonetheless. Alvarez. Anguiano and Tacoma not able to make good on this great buildup. Secure your tickets for the remainder of the season on the Republic when you become a 22 season ticket member today. Visit sacrepublicfc.com. Root charging forward. Republic staying compact. Tacoma trying to find a way through. Haggerty. Mueller back to Hafferty. Hafferty looking for a space. Finds through to Vargas. A step by Felipe, able to break it up again. Duke Lacroix will look to defend. Just enough physicality from this team right here. This ball sent right back in. Hayden Starr just going low. Good defending by Sacramento not to panic and just stay within that shape. And it's proven well as Tacoma will have to go all the way back to their black line.
You see Tacoma's prodding a little bit. You know, this is the first real sustained bit of pressure, the possession they've had. So they'll try and move you around and they'll just wait for that opening. Can they find it in or in? But as you say, it was great patience by Sacramento. Don't overcommit. Don't bite when you don't need to. Keep compact, and they'll recycle. They'll go back around again. That's all right. They're not going to score when they're passing the ball at the back.
Cross coming in over the top. Adinneran's offside. Well, you may have noticed the pink lines out on the field, maybe the pink net as well. Adam Moffat.
I did see that, actually.
And there's a lot of pink towels waved around. Well, it's all for Breast Health Awareness Night here at the park. Club has teamed up with Color to help give women and families unprecedented access to their own health and genetic blueprint. That home testing kit available tonight on the app at a discounted rate. Test genetic mutations which may show if you are at risk for breast and other cancers. To learn more, of course, go to the website or check it out on the app. First 2,000 fans got the rally towels. And that hit off the official. And so they'll come back.
It's a good rule they've put in. That hasn't always been the case. You know, the referee, sometimes when it hit him, it was just like, well, it's unlucky and play on. But they've introduced the fact that the referee now can stop the play and give it back to the team. You know, it's not an easy job by the referee, and sometimes they do get in the way. So yeah, I like that addition.
I'm actually surprised it doesn't happen more often for how much ground they have to cover. And some of these teams who are lightning quick, moving up the field, it's got to be a heck of a night when you're trying to not only pay attention to the play but also stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Hafferty following this one, bringing it down to his left foot, broken up. Adinneran is there, headed on. Carlos Saldana again. Made a big save in the first half of this game and has come up there just steady again from the newest goalkeeper for Sacramento Republic.
Not comfortable enough for him. It's going to take a wonder header to score from there. Then there wasn't much on the ball popped up to him. So once again, though, steady at the back for Carlos. He's going to be building into building into his career. First night of hopefully many for him.
Very positive influence on this team as well. As up in Tacoma, he wrapped his arms around Dark Formella and said, look, we need you. We need you to be upbeat, making plays. You're one of our best players. And when you're making plays, we have a chance to win. Well, that little pep talk went on to a Dark Formella goal, the game winner in the 78th minute. And he just has an infectious personality that has really been good for this team of the late. Here barking orders already as well. He has a lot of confidence. Pressure coming from Tacoma here, as Saldana will just send this upfield. Can Iwasa get to a misplayed by Brewitt? And Formella to his left, got Foster running centrally. I think Iwasa a little bit in between options there, and Tacoma able to get back. Lacroix already with an assist tonight, finding Cameron Iwasa in the 8th minute. AWO finds Foster into the penalty area, and the flag goes up again. Shop online for the best and fresh delivered from Rayleighs.com. Sacramento with a 13-3-4 advantage. 40 goals for, 20 against all time since 2015. One of the best victories for this Tacoma Seattle Sounders 2 side was back in that initial year, a 4-2 win. However, many of the reserve players down. That was the year Republic were coming in as hot favorites after winning the championship in 14. So it was a tough way to start the season. Really the worst opening game for Republic in all the years, as Mueller takes down Foster, and coming up limping is Wheeler Amadou, who took a real stinger to the shin, and you hope that's not any worse than what that looked like.
I think he's just maybe stood on his toe, Mueller, as he's gone through Foster and gone for seconds right there, and Wheeler Amadou, I think just as he comes through, he just steps on his toe right there. That'll sting for a little bit.
Mueller reminds me of you a little bit as a player, maybe not the offensive fortitude, I would say, but stuck in, steady in the back, and a guy who's helping lead and direct this team. I mean, he's the oldest on the team at 33 years of age. You've been in those situations as a young player, and then as the veteran player. What's it like playing in Mueller's shoes here in a team that's very young and obviously trying to get these guys ready for Seattle?
Yeah, somewhat similar to what I came into when I joined the Republic. A lot of young guys, and it's fun in one sense. You know, it's fun. You ain't hanging out too much with them. You were almost old enough to be their dad, but it's fun just to train in and just offering guidance and just seeing the players who really want that. And he's a great presence for that team. See Formella getting that yellow card right there. But it's always good to have someone like Taylor Mueller in this case, or myself when I was here, just someone who's been around the block and is willing to share that, some advice, some wisdom.
Mueller out of Kirkland, Washington, so returning back home. Spent 8 years with Charleston Battery, more than 200 USL appearances before joining the Tacoma Defiance. Anguiano's got a lot of room to operate. AWO commits. Quayle, look at Dan Casey. Unfortunately for Casey, he's got to get back. He was ready to make a run in that final third. And Felipe is brought down and will earn the whistle. And I think Adeniran has had several things to say to Ricardo Fierro, and I think Fierro has probably had enough. He's given these guys several warnings. And he's counting how many warnings can I give you before I show you yellow. I think he's about to run out of warnings.
A little frustrated there, Samadiner, and he's not getting too much action so far tonight, and that can be very frustrating as a striker if you're not getting much of the ball.
Had one good look, and it was a one-handed save by Carlos Saldana. Lifted in. Here's Dan Casey, just trying to get a look on it. Tacoma able to break it up. Robles. Wheeler Amanu. Look at Hayden Sargis. Sargis! Oh my. Cameron Wassa had to run there. I'd like to see him maybe dump that off, but he's got such a big foot, and I think he was amped. He's playing for the first time in a month and a half. He's got the start. He's used to sending balls deep from that back line, but just a little too much on that.
Yeah, not a position he'll find himself in often. I think he just realized I got enough space here. I can maybe have a shot from here. So he has a really nice strike on him. That was not one of them.
1 minute stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh Something Extra. Earn points every time you shop. Emil Cuello maybe a bit soft. Cuello, originally from Argentina, spent most of his youth in Utah. And the whistle coming a bit heavier in the late half years. Both these teams coming together, getting physical. Another set piece for Tacoma. This one's a bit further out, but they've got that big body and Sam Adinarin. What do you like here, Adam?
We saw it from the opposite side earlier, where just swinging it in on top of the goalkeeper and might take a tiny little touch or go all the way through.
Ball goes up, and McCrary showing his hops. Georgia native able to put on the last play of the half. Sacramento able to get on the board first behind Cameron Iwasa, who notches his 7th goal of the season, an assist from Duke Lacroix. Wade Weber's side has some thinking to do, how they try to avoid their 6th straight defeat. Republic looking to move up in the standings. They got a whole another 45 to go. Should be an exciting one. Don't go away. We got UC Davis Health at the break, as the Republic and the Defiance going head-to-head in the month of October.
In 2030, in just 9 years, I'll be 18, off to college,
probably getting my own place,
I want to live where the air is fresh,
where they take care of the planet. I want to live in the best city, the cleanest city.
I want to live in a clean power city.
By 2030, SMUD will be 100% carbon-free, so you can live in a clean power city. Join the charge at cleanpowercity.org.
Hi, I'm Tucker Bone, and as a Sacramento native, the El Dorado National Forest has played a large role in my childhood growing up here and the many experiences I've had. And now our neighbors affected by the Caldor fire need us. Our chairman and CEO, Kevin Nagel, will be matching donations up to $10,000 to the El Dorado Community Foundation. Donate at sacrepublicfc.com/fire relief.
Come on.
Welcome back, UC Davis Health at the break. Rob McAllister, Adam Moffat with you. A 1-goal advantage between these two sides here, as we'll take a look at what we've got coming up for this Republic team in the coming days. Every match is so critical, and this one will be just that. Up on Oakland on Wednesday night. It's a quick turnaround, and then you head down south to San Diego, who right now has a 2-goal advantage over Los Angeles, who you will then face a few days later on Wednesday, and then Sunday. I mean, Adam, it's just action-packed here. You've got 6 matches here in the month of October.
Non-stop, seasons on the line. As a player, that's what you want. You want to be put in these situations, and there's some massive games, like you mentioned there. These teams that are right next to each other.
Actually, correct me. There's 7. We still got the one on the 30th. It's not even on the screen
We
yet.
didn't even fit that in the screen. Yeah, that's right. That is San Diego at home, just so people know, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah,
maybe you're right. So hey, it's going to be fun. You gotta stay awake, Adam. We got a whole month of soccer still to go.
Oh, I can do it. I think I can do it.
All right, we got much more for you. Austin and this very Tacoma team also getting together on Wednesday, so that will be a big game for the Defiance. That's at 6 o'clock our time. More halftime show coming your way. We'll have your highlights and much, much more right after this.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey! Change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
He's after it again. Opino got the shot away.
Jimmy McLaughlin, oh, sensational. Cuts it back, Armando Moreno sticks it in, and Josh Suggs tucks it away. And the header, and it's saved by Tampakis.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Welcome back, UC Davis at the break. Should we go around the league, Adam Moffat?
Let's get around there.
Let's get around as we go to our news and notes. USL Championship. Phoenix Rising. They have officially become the first team to clinch a playoff spot. Of course, they fell to LA. They're trying to go for the best record, though, because that would mean home field advantage. Something that can be very big if you're flying across the East Coast to Tampa Bay or Louisville, whoever it may be later on in the year. However, there's a lot of soccer still to go, so we'll see how that all shakes up. How about this? Haji Berry, 24 goals.
It's a lot of goals. That's one away from tying the record, which is Cameron Lancaster, I believe it is, who's still Louisville City, and 2 more, he gets that record. And I fancy him to do it. The form he's been on, and He's got 7 more games, I believe, to get it done.
And a bit surprising is Colorado's not really been a team that's been on every radar as of late, and they've really had a breakout season. Here's what we got on ESPN coming up for the USL Championship with Denton, Louisville. And then on the 7th, ESPN Deportes, Tampa Bay, Charleston, El Paso, OKC. El Paso drawing earlier today. They've had a really good season so far as well. So we got a lot for you. Well, how about the divisional standings? This is live. So this is how things would essentially break out if everything were to finish as we currently look. Oakland Roots, they are leading 2-1 over Las Vegas. Los Angeles, however, down, but they picked up a nice week of wins against Sacramento, then against Phoenix. Here we are, 32 points, and Tacoma, but again, just 3 points separating these 4 teams. And Orange County hasn't clinched it yet. I mean, they had a rough spell. There's no reason. We've kind of forgotten about them. We don't talk about OC much. There's no reason you might find 2 of these 4 through 7 teams in that final.
And similar to everyone else, they're playing against each other. So Orange County, you know, a few games they slip up against your Galaxy 2s, against the Oakland Roots, then it'll get tight for them. It's a little bit tighter than I think they want it to be.
Yeah, I would say everyone's a little bit tight. Here's your team of the week. Jalen Neal, of course, getting his first goal. That was against Sacramento. And the youngster really having a breakout season. I expect to see him in MLS very soon. Very skilled player in that back line. Maybe a little bit small. We'll see whether he grows and fills out a little bit more. Just a teenager still. But also Bob Steeg had one of the best performances. I mean, that's not what we wanted to see on Team of the Week after what he had in Sacramento, but just a really, really good performance here against the Republic, week 23. Here's fans. They're getting their cocktails, drinks ready to go, which they bring a couple up this way.
I think they are. I'll send a message off.
Send a message. All right. Halftime show continuing right after this.
This is the look of a boy who had 3 open heart surgeries by the age of 3. A boy who weathered some of his toughest storms before he could speak. A boy who now has the heart to change the world and a lifetime to do it. For extraordinary breakthroughs and everyday childhoods, UC Davis Health is the region's only nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
In 2030, in just 9 years, I'll be 18. Off to college.
Probably getting my own place.
I want to live where the air is fresh.
Where they take care of the planet. I want to live in the best city. The cleanest city.
I want to live in a clean power city.
By 2030, SMUD will be 100% carbon-free, so you can live in a clean power city. Join the charge at cleanpowercity.org.
Big Net Breast Health Awareness Night here at Heart Health Park, and a very good cause here, trying to raise awareness for various cancers that obviously can affect many families. The color team also stepping up, doing some really great things here tonight You go on the app to learn more about what's happening there. How about we take a look back at the first half highlights, Adam Moffat. Out of the gate, Sacramento, they were not only aggressive, which we liked, but the combination was really good and it led to this.
It's always good when the first highlight is a goal. And you see Kamawasa starts to play, and as he starts drifting inside, pointing where he wants it, gets that ball under control through a couple bodies, and it's a good finish in the end, you know, right in front of the goalie. So really, really positive start within 10 minutes to get on the score sheet.
Dubois picking up his 4th assist on the year, just got right past Mueller and Kisner, and I think Mueller was a little concerned about maybe being too aggressive and picking up a PK. Didn't matter. Iwasa, his 7th goal on the season. 17th minute. Here we go. Republic charging forward once again, and why not Iwasa with another big strike.
Again, testing the goalkeeper, bounces right in front of him, you know, giving up a rebound. The only thing you want to see from there is just someone following it in, being a little opportunistic. And here's Foster. This was a great opportunity that he kind of creates for himself, and just couldn't get enough purchase on that left-footed effort.
And Iwasa was right there to clean it up, and the outstretched arm to Christian Herrera make a couple of nice saves here for this side. Really best look of the night coming this one, and Carlos Saldana with a big save.
He had to be alert. We haven't seen him so far, you know, and then all of a sudden this one's sneaking in right at that far post, and a really nice piece of goalkeeping.
Biggest save for the first start for Saldana, 39th minute. And Tacoma not done yet, starting to feel themselves a little bit here, cutting back. And this one just bouncing all over the place and into the arms of Saldana. Again, looked a lot easier, but the way that Happerty was able to break the line, and you just see how easily Sam Adeniran can change a game if he's able to get a good look on something. Here's our match stats at the break. Lasher, Elk Grove, Subaru. 6 shots, 3 on target for Sacramento. And while the possession skewed the other way, I think overall they look to be the more potent team in that first 45.
Tacoma definitely started establishing a little more possession towards the end of that first half, and that's what they like to do. Move that ball around, wait for those opportunities, but the shots on target's the one, and that's where Sacramento's leading the charge.
Republic with that goal from Cameron Iwasa in the 8th minute, and they're looking to see if they can add on here. Oh, I know this little guy.
Oh, there he is. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend.
To Rob McAllister, the man next to me, Rob and his wife Margot, welcoming little baby Reese. That's him. I think that was a live picture watching us.
He got bored.
Just listening to us in that first half. Congratulations, though. Being a father of 3.
Yes.
I know how beautiful that is. So welcome to the father of Republic family, Reese.
I don't know if he'll stay up tonight, but we'll have a talk about it and play home. We'll talk tactics and see what went right. Look at this ball from Iwasa playing and sailed to Cameron, or excuse me, Cuello. Cuello has Malik Foster to his right. Foster back. Foster looking to turn the edge. Foster brought down. He just dropped on top of the ball. I don't think that was calling for a penalty. As Alvarez trying to get there. AWO trying to keep this attack moving. Quick touch from Foster, and it's just out of play for Cuello.
Once again, a bright start to the half from Sacramento there. Baby Reese and spelled properly Welsh.
Yes.
Ready for a fun fact?
Yes, I am ready for
fun fact with Adam Moffat?
Yes.
I grew up in Wales, and I was fluent in Welsh. Can you believe that?
That's why I picked the perfect name for you.
Yes. There you go, Reese. I remember playing with a lot of them when I was growing up. Loads of Reeses.
My favorite candy growing up, and this had nothing to do with anything, was Reese's Pieces.
There you go.
Probably still is, but not the reason why we named our child.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, he was
Reese, middle name Piece.
Oh,
yeah,
my wife probably would have not loved that.
I did have a friend once who was Justin, and his middle name was Case.
Well,
just in case.
In case you didn't get that joke, you'd have to repeat it for everyone. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Tacoma trying to find a way back into this. They've had a couple of looks. Sacramento, though, in that first 45, what did you like from the Republic and what they were able to accomplish?
Direct. They were going towards goal early on, especially in that second half, and You saw just the way they've lined up. Awasa and Foster are higher up, both kind of more central. We thought maybe we'd see Malik Foster out wide on the right, but he's been through the middle, and what that does is he looks for those runs in behind, and it frees up Cameron Awasa to pick up the ball a little bit deeper. So they want to continue to build on that in this second half here.
And for Tacoma, Hafferty, I think, has had a busy, almost an error there that turned into a good look for Formella. What if, from Tacoma's point of view, how do they get into this and try to find a goal?
They'll be encouraged that they're only 1 goal down, I believe. They had a lot of that ball towards the end of the first half, and it's an opportunity there for Villanueva getting up the left-hand side. But the only real chance they had was from that set piece that was swung in, so they'll look to create more from the run of play here.
Alvarez switching the field to the right side. Mueller. Vargas taken down. Felipe again, very aggressive player. Interesting because Felipe is more of a lengthy midfielder. You don't really think of him as a more physical, kind of a bruising type midfielder. That's exactly what he's been. Or Mark Briggs aside. Tacoma able to get it back. Move it again. Another step from Felipe. Vargas trying to keep it at his feet. Plays it back. Tacoma just trying to find a seam. They get it out wide. Looking to turn. The dribble away, and good defending again by Sacramento. They've had a couple of these moments here where they're able to stay compact and push Tacoma out, not draw any silly fouls, going away from ball. This one's cut through the heart. Tacoma trying to get through it. It's off the head of Cuello. And here's AWO. What a step from AWO. And he completed 86% of his passes against LA. But to me, it really wasn't that. It was his opportunity to get into the field, and now pairing with a guy like Malik Foster, who's also able to make really good runs and get on the attack. Could see something special between two guys who are really starting to see some more minutes.
We saw similar from Wheeler Amanu at the end of last season. You know, he dealt with some injuries, but he came in, and he came in strong towards the end of the season, and this could be him once again proving his worth at the right time.
Wassa chipping it in. Malik Foster went up to air, not able to collect it. And Hafferty may have just saved what could have been another recycling run from Sacramento. Switching the field, Hayden Sargis. Great idea from Awasa to send that ball in and just float it in the 6 and see what happens. Villanueva applying some pressure on Cuello. Should say no changes at the break for either side. Dan Casey floating this over the top. Is he onside? Awasa, out comes Christian Herrera. Nearly took it in his hands. Quickly thought about it and used his head to send it out of play. Foster getting this ball right back in quick. Cameron out to Malik. Malik to the head and may have conceded. And it goes over the line. So a corner kick coming for Sacramento, the first of the second half. Brought to you by Atlas Disposal. It'll be Emil Cuello in swinger here. What do you like to see?
Lots of pace on this. Put it right on top of the goalkeeper, Herrera. He did well on that last play when he came out, and you could see he was kind of processing what to do in his mind, because he knew Malik Foster was lurking around if he keeps it in play. But look for Dan Casey to get on the end of this. He's always in and around the set pieces.
Short corner instead. Cuello, and he got the pace right, just not on target. Make sure you have a Go Safely game plan and get a ride with a designated sober driver if you plan on drinking. Go Safely, California. Throw for Tacoma, Hafferty. Trying to find a Dinnerin. And a Dinnerin trying to find open space. Still charging forward, shoves off AWO, collecting himself, goes for goal! Over the top crossbar again. A Dinnerin showing how dangerous he can be. 3 looks on the night, not able to convert yet, but just shoving AWO down using that upper body strength.
He's such a physical player, and he does really well to just create enough space there against Wheeler Amanu and catches that ball really nicely. I don't know if Saldana's got that, if that sneaks under the bar there. Good hit, and kind of out of nothing, he created that opportunity himself.
Big news throughout the league this week was the agreement between the USL Players Association and the USL. The new CBA signed 5-year deal, which really sets a structure in place for how teams should operate and what they're offering in terms of what salary should be for most of these clubs. And really a big step in the right direction is USL looking back even just 5 years ago to where this league is today. It's really incredible, and they really have solidified themselves as a solid Division II in the United States.
They have great news. It's good news for the players. It's good news for the league, the growth, the owners. It's positive. It just keeps cementing their position, you know, as a strong D2 who's just only getting stronger, and that's really good news coming out this week.
Cameron Wass, a goal in the 8th minute. Alvarez and company for Tacoma, trying to find one of their own. Villanueva getting the edge, coming to help AWO, and there's what we talked about. He's all over the pitch, in the midfield, defenseman comes back, is assisting guys in the right position, and unable to get a turn on it was Tacoma, because yet again, the Harvard grad out of Massachusetts. And Hayden Sargis, the foul in the middle of the park. Not only has AWO been a bright spot, he is quite a talented musician off the pitch as well. And there's been some singing competitions, and I don't think it's probably fair that he's involved. Adeniran looking for a shot. Adeniran saved by Saldana. Another punch away from the 24-year-old out of Vallejo. And now on the break, here comes Sacramento. Formella flying down the flank. Has he washed it to the middle. Off to the left is Foster. He'll find Foster, who stays on side. And has it poked from behind. Missed opportunity there from Sacramento. And Robles is brought down. Credit Tacoma for getting back, but here's Alvarez. Cuello.
It was a good opportunity for Adeniran again. He just cracked one a second ago, and this time Sacramento once again gives him too much time, too much space, and a good piece of goalkeeping again by Saldana, but I don't think Mark Briggs will be too happy that Sam Adeniran's getting enough time to turn to get a free shot off there at the top of the box.
Saldana, 3 big stops tonight for this Sacramento side. They've been needing a keeper who really can come up with some big saves, either win or at least preserve wins. Formella, look at this run. Cuello coming, and just enough as Kisner is able to get there. Cuello still battling with Villanueva, however. And here's Herrera. Herrera played with Oakland, with NISA team, before coming on loan to Tacoma and then signed with the club in the offseason. It's come out of his penalty area to try to drop this one along that right side. Tacoma just 2 wins away from Cheney Stadium. They find themselves in a hole here as Republic looking to move forward and get another goal here. They've had a couple of opportunities and unable to convert. Felipe, a little pressure coming. Too lazy of a ball, and Vargas has an easy time. 6 more matches for Sacramento, 3 at home, San Diego, Tacoma, LA, 3 away, Oakland, San Diego, Phoenix. So the stretch run of October, vital. Wednesday's game in Oakland will be a big one as well. Oakland also fighting for one of those playoff spots, and you look at the turnaround Oakland has had. The foul is given to Duke Lacroix. This start of the year looked like Oakland was going to be the worst team potentially in the division. Picked up some veteran guys along the way, including Brennan Allen, Emerald Clementa. They had Lindo Bafeka come back from injury, and they've really turned it on, and now they're a threat, and Sacramento will place them one more time before the end of the year. And unfortunately, I think we missed an opportunity to pick up points against that Oakland side. Too many draws against a club where you probably should have had points. Play To Cuello. Cuello looking to turn. Cuello keeps it on the line. Takes a deflection. Here's the cleanup. And the ball goes in the back of the net. They're screaming for offside. And they'll quickly restart, so no goal.
I think the ball was out of bounds. The linesman, as Cuello was making his way to that end line there. As we see the foul, see the referee's going to take some action on this. The players are really disappointed, and what happens is as Cuello breaks towards that touchline on the right-hand side, the ball is close to being out, so it's not the offside. You'll see the flag will go up. Well, you won't see it on your camera. We can see the flag goes up. I think he thinks the ball goes out of play, and it's kind of tough to tell with these pink lines, but I don't know if that whole ball is out here.
Yeah, it's quite close. But either way, such a quick restart,
yeah,
and no one to
back
talk.
in.
And here's Luis Felipe, likely going to see yellow, and does. So I think, you know, Felipe there, probably making the right move. Slow it down a little bit. Don't allow this to keep going. Mark Briggs was furious along the touchline after the quick restart and no call. Everyone thought maybe a goal had happened, and Sacramento, rightfully so, still barking at Fierro here, trying to get more of an explanation. Smart, however, on Tacoma's end to get that and keep going and see if they could break something loose. Swing momentum in the right way.
Yeah, go quickly. To be fair, the linesman did put that flag up early enough, but I mean the action happened so quickly. Really tough to tell even on the replay. It was hard to see, but good play. It was good play by Cuello getting in there, and dangerous ball put across.
Villanueva taken away by Cuello. Cuello going to send this one to Owasso. Just a bit too heavy. Brewitt there. Anguiano. To the right side of the field, playing it forward. Robles. And a corner for Tacoma. Substitution likely coming for Defiance at the next opportunity. Looks to be Ray Serrano, their assist leader. Here's Anguiano with right foot. Still some discussion between Fierro and the Tacoma Defiance, and also Hayden Sargis. He's got a bit much chippier and a little bit more chatty. Ball dropping back just outside. Follows through. Here's a cleanup shot and just missed, struck by Vargas. Breathe a sigh of relief there, Adam. That is one of those sloppy goals that Mark Briggs has been so worried about. And they've seen too many. He said, we're not seeing teams break us down. We're giving away 2 easy goals. They've been sloppy. We haven't been sharp. And that's the reason for some of our issues here. As you'll see Tacoma now making the substitutions. Danny Robles out. Ray Serrano in. What does Serrano do for this Tacoma side? Is Danny Robles not able to go the full way? So we'll see Serrano, the 19-year-old academy player of the Sounders.
He's a boy who loves to get in action. 3 goals, 6 assists this year.
Foster, and he just sent it off wide. Golden opportunity for Sacramento, and Foster disappointed.
Route 1 there from Sacramento. The ball gets played long to Owasso with a little flick on, and he'll want to have that chance back again. Malik Foster, don't know how much longer he'll get in this game. He's definitely put a good shift in, and what a chance to get his name on the score sheet. 2 chances tonight. One a tough ball from Formella. Great service in, just a little bit late on the run. That time, he knows he's got to have a goal. Looking for his first Republic uniform. Republic right back at it. Cuello waiting for it. Formella. And we'll dump it off. Along the channel, here's first touch for Serrano. Throw for Sacramento. Interesting, you have Patrick Way on the bench. You have a Jerome Kiesewetter. You have some other options. You have a Carlton Belmar even. So a lot of pace that Mark Briggs could bring into this side. And kind of a nice like for like if you have a chance to bring someone in. A dinner in. Tacoma able to get this ball back.
plays it centrally, broken up by Dan Casey. Duke Lacroix trying to turn away from pressure. Iwasa, nice job shielding. Iwasa very active tonight. So good at coming into that second striker. And now Adeniran looking to turn. Dan Casey gets stuck in. And Republic will clear. Foster going up with Kisner. Villanueva looking to find some edge. Dan Casey again. Felipe, can Sacramento move forward in this? Cuello, Scott Foster is going to lay this one up over the top, looking for Iwasa. Formella's going to need to come back to it, and does. Turn. Serves him so well when he goes from left to right. Republic able to regain possession. Prairie waiting for it, gets the ball he's calling for. Foster looking to make a run. Kemp. Iwasa turning to his left, has Duke Lacroix in some space, making the run a bit soft. Here comes Lacroix inside the penalty area and has it poked away. And Hafferty will try to keep this from becoming a corner kick, and does. See Lacroix really charge into that ball there. Two teams back at it October 17th, the fourth and final match of the year. Republic with a draw in the first run. Jerome Kiesewetter got the game's first goal. Tacoma was able to tie it late. And then second match, 10 days ago, Republic were able to get a Dark Formella goal and the 1-goal victory. Now lead this one with about 30 minutes maybe to go or less. Formella. Tacoma's done a much better job in the second half of getting back at him.
Yeah, they realize that's an issue that we're having in that first half, and they're kind of surrounding Foster quicker, Cameron Iwasa quicker. They're not giving them as much time as maybe they were getting in that first half, so they need to get a little bit more going forward. We've seen a couple efforts from Adeniran, but not too much. Serrano's come into the game. He'll be looking to make a difference.
Malik Foster probably doesn't have much time left. Activity on the Republic bench. Great ball. Playing it forward, trying that 50-50 ball, and turns into a Tacoma opportunity. Vargas out wide right. Tacoma trying to find a little bit of space here. Finding Serrano just outside the penalty area. Cuts inside, able to send a cross in, and the flag goes up. And Republic able to thwart another attack from Tacoma, but their confidence is starting to build here. And for Republic, they've got to find a way to maybe get one more in the net, crush the spirits of this Defiance side.
Yeah, I believe it was Serrano coming in and making, trying to make something happen right there. It is so tough with you. I love the pink lines, but it is a little bit tougher to see with that ball going out there, and with me getting older.
Are you saying that pink and green don't go together?
No, it looks good. It looks good. I like the pink nets. Maybe the line's not as much, but.
Look at Malik Foster trying to make something happen here. Cuello! Cuello's got a stab! Cuello's got the goal! And Sacramento has a 2-goal advantage here at Hard-Held Park. Republic's first goal they got from Emil Cuello since coming on loan from San Antonio in the summer. And it's a big one at the most opportune time.
He's been dying to get his name on the score sheet, and finally he's got him. What a massive goal that can be for this club. 2-0 here, 25 minutes left, and Malik Foster was the one who gets that play going. He's involved, he's a handful all night, and perfectly weighted. What a finish by Cuello, right in the bottom corner, and that's what he can do. We haven't seen it so far since he's come, but we know what he's capable of, and he's done it at other clubs. Congratulations, Emil, first goal.
It just feels like a weight off your shoulder, especially from a guy on loan. You're brought in here to make a difference, and he able to do that here tonight against Tacoma. 2-0 Sacramento, and the crowd here loving it on this Saturday night. It's the stretch run for playoffs. Dark Formella said earlier on in the week, we have enough quality to score goals. We just have to go out there and do it consistently. Well, they've got 2 tonight, they've got the lead, but Tacoma, a feisty bunch, as Ray Serrano looking to make some things happen here. Here's a chance for Tacoma, denied again by Saldana. A fantastic night from the youngster. And Dan Casey looks like he may have taken one to the head. And Betty Almeida, the training, will come out for Sacramento. And it looks like Casey took a pretty big knock, but Saldana, what a night he's having here. Look at Ray Serrano causing all kinds of fits for Tacoma on this Republic side. And it was Villanueva got a good look at it. Another big play from the Republic.
Saldana again comes up massive, and Dan Casey, I think, gets hit in the head as he goes to block that follow-up. But Mark Briggs will not be happy that 30 seconds after they've scored a goal, Tacoma basically could have got right back in the game if it wasn't for, you know, Saldana being in the right spot. I mean, it was a good save, but it kind of went straight towards him.
You don't
that is not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see for Sacramento. You get the second goal, you have the high of that, finally getting in a position where you have a 2-goal gap. They haven't had that in a while. And you almost throw it away. So always got to be alert. It's always a dangerous part of the game when you score a goal. You know, you're really susceptible to giving one up. You're just too relaxed. And thankfully for the Republic, Saldana came up big again.
Last time Republic had 2 goals in a match dates back to the 5th of September, and that was against Las Vegas in a 3-1 victory. So it's been an issue, we know it, and this is one of those nights where there's been some chances, but the issue has not only been the shots, as they've had double-digit shots in 9 straight matches. Now we're into 10. It's that final quality that's been missing for Sacramento. Well, tonight, I know Foster probably should have had one, but either way, Cuello's got one, and Iwasa's got another, and that's the difference here, 2-0, as we embark almost on the 70th minute. Change is likely for Tacoma as well coming. We'll see if Mark Briggs makes some chances. I would probably see if Casey's not going to continue here. Looks like he will for the moment, that we may see Nabi Kibanguchi into this match, just to make sure Dan Casey's okay. He's still kind of rubbing his head there.
A few of the fans got a little
touch.
I don't know if they get a touch. I don't know if you'd want to touch that ball. The velocity he was coming at you, but they got out of the way quick enough.
Sometimes they call that bacon because it comes in a little cooking hot. I don't know, just made that up.
Did you make that up?
I don't know. Probably heard it somewhere.
Probably some baseball thing.
Yeah,
right?
people used to say, oh, that's bacon, because you're cooking. You know, it's salty and it's delicious. It's all that wasn't really.
Delicious. I would not want to take that. I like bacon though.
Probably not the right use of that. How can you trust anyone who doesn't, right? Turkey bacon, terrible.
Oh,
absolutely terrible. And they're like, it's healthier for you. That's great. That sounds. I mean, cardboard's your thing. Turkey bacon's not a sponsor of the Sacramento Republic, is it?
I'm looking around the signs right now. I don't see it.
All
so
right, we're good.
You're
then.
good. Keep going.
We'll keep slamming turkey bacon all night. Tacoma trying to get back into this game. Dinner's had a couple of good looks tonight. Ooh, just able to sweep through and under the legs. As Dan Casey drawing the foul, and now we may see some substitutions. And here is 2 changes for Tacoma and Wade Weber. And it looks like Vargas will come in. Marlon Vargas. And so Kinsner is out. Alvarez is out. And then Issa Ryan into the match. And we may have a substitute change for Sacramento as well. Belmar looks to be maybe the appointed person, but a set piece here in a dangerous spot for Tacoma. trying to get back into this game. This ball is lofted really well, and it's now 2-1 as Villanueva has gotten this team right back into the game in the 72nd.
Beautifully struck there by Villanueva, and that left foot curling at the top corner. Saldana's had a great night, but he's not going to stop that one. And there goes that lead. There goes that lead, and we're going to find out what these guys are made of in the next 20 minutes or so.
And it's definitely silent here after erupting after the second goal. I think kind of with all that's happening here, I don't think fans were quite ready for it. And it is Tacoma here, the youngsters. The 19-year-old, second goal on the year. They got to be feeling pretty good. They're right back in it. It just seemed it may have been over. Here's the change. Carlton Belmar in for Malik Foster. Another good shift, gets his first assist in a Sacramento Republic uniform. And now Belmar, with 1 goal and 2 assists on the year, will replace him. Looks like he may switch to that left side. Cuello is out now up top, and tucked underneath is Dark Formella. We saw this against LA, where Formella went to that 10 role in the second half against LA. Here's Cameron Iwasa, has a step, trying to poke through, is Brewitt, and able to do so. Here's Marlon Vargas, out of Bakersfield, 20 years of age, signed in 2018 to Tacoma. Ray Serrano, we highlighted him the last time these two teams met. We really have been impressed with him. He's already come in 2 times and made an impact on this game. Didn't lead to goals, but dangerous player. He plays all over the pitch, and for such a young age, I mean, the Sounders got to feel pretty good what they've got in number 80.
He's fun to watch, and just seeing him already, the impact he's had in this game. He's drifted over the left-hand side now. Sacramento just don't want him to get that ball at his feet running at you. And just see how quickly he moves, like here.
McCrary trying to get something again. Serrano cutting back to his right, into the left. Here's a chance. Hits off the face of Dan Casey, who makes the stop. Whatever you can do, get your body in the way, and it's enough to save a goal. Serrano right back in the mix at dinner end, and a really good look from Tacoma as number 98 will cause you all kinds of fits, and nearly tied the game there, just not able to get it on target.
Nervy times for Sacramento, and once again it comes from the feet of Ray Serrano. We just spoke about him. If he's going to get the ball with time and space, he's going to give you a headache. And 3 goals, 6 assists so far this year. He'll hope to add to that tonight.
Celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month in style, brought to life by local artists. The colorful collection celebrates Hispanic and Latinx culture. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to the website to shop today. Formella has a bit of room, has Cameron Iwasa to his right. Iwasa into some space. Will trickle out of the penalty area. He'll send the cross in, but it's deflected, and Formella's brought down. AWO. Wheeler Abano, again, time and time, appears to be in the right place. Trying to clip this one in was Duke Lacroix. Now McCrary's going to have a foot race. And last touch by Tacoma, throw for Sacramento. Couple of changes for Tacoma, just 1 for Sacramento so far. About 15 minutes left in this one, 2-1, Republic with the lead as McCrary just creeps up the field, a little bit of a veteran move.
It was a big creep, all the way up there.
Cuello, good dinner and still getting on his wheels there. Casey appears to be okay, will stay in the match. And McCrary is brought down and held. Where's the linesman? Where? Hello? Jeez. Villanueva holding McCrary by his neck. And now a foul, and Cuello will make things a little bit more difficult for the youngster who has Tacoma's first goal of the night. San Diego still up over LA, 2-0. It's all tied in Oakland, 2-2. Las Vegas and the Lights coming back after taking the early lead against the Roots.
And that's the final score on that one. So not only will Sacramento be happy with that result, Luis Felipe.
Oh my goodness, Luis Felipe! Celebrate, young man, that's a beauty! Unreal!
4 goals on the season from the man who was not brought in to do that, but you will take that, re-establishing that 2-goal lead. What a strike. He scored a couple of great goals so far this year, but I think that's the best one. I think that is.
He had a thunderous goal earlier in the summer, but Adam Moffat from near midfield takes a couple of dribbles in, catches Herrera off his line, and a stunner in Sacramento. What a ball.
Wow. That is right in the top corner. Goalkeeper, no chance. I don't think anyone was expecting that, to be honest.
I wasn't.
He knew what he was doing. You can see that everyone is just ecstatic. It takes away that little bit of tension, that nerviness that's kind of crept into the game the last 5-10 minutes, but don't let Tacoma back into it. Like that last goal happened, you know, it's a foot off the gas. Straight away, Tacoma will come at you. They're young, they have that naivety. They don't really know when to give up, so here they come. Ooh.
A dinner in, and the whistle coming too loud here. You hear the boos, and Dan Casey is flat to the ground, and a dinner is shown yellow, and the crowd appreciates that. He's been physical tonight. He's gotten away with a couple. That one may be too egregious out in the open field as Dan Casey hits the deck hard.
He's trying to claim it was shoulder to shoulder, which is allowable, but you can see Dan Casey's clearly in front of him and just kind of throws his body through him without getting the ball. Yeah, there's no doubt that's a foul and a yellow card.
Derek Formella does such a good job shielding. And this one's sent in the crowd again. Man, I'm still not over that Luis Felipe goal. Adam Moffat. You've been known to take a few from deep before. 35 is about your yardage mark you seem to like.
Yeah.
How do you rate that one?
Oh, that's... Comparing it to my goals? Yeah, in general.
I was just giving your credentials as a judge.
You were, yeah, so I can judge it.
Yes.
You can't, but
no,
I can. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 right there. Anytime you're willing to shoot from 25 plus and it goes in the top corner, you're getting a 10 out of 10 from me. I typically did shoot from a little further, but that's all right.
Well, maybe this week in training you can give him a couple tips, see if he can go further out.
Add to that range.
Villanueva with the lone goal for Tacoma. Has such good lower body strength. Serrano has been a thorn in this Republic side. Look at this curling ball. Saldana able to pluck it out of the air. Does a nice job. Really, Saldana with a fantastic night. He's come up with several saves. The one he wasn't going to get to, and unless you're about 7 feet tall, you probably don't have much of a chance from that set piece from Villanueva. What a beauty that was. And then Felipe comes and follows it up with a real beauty of his own.
We spoke about Luis Felipe and just what he brings defensively, and it's in the midfield. He's that link. He's the guy who gets stuck in. He wins the ball back a lot, but 4 goals, 3 assists this year. That's a massive help for a team who's struggled to put the ball in the back of the net, and he's really stepped up his role as a leader on this team this year.
Well, we forget this is a guy who has MLS experience with San Jose, was part of that club with Reno on loan, and had great things to say about him throughout his time there, and just wanted more of it to be a playing time, and is getting here with Sacramento. But you're right, more of a defensive guy, but it's interesting to see where AWO or a Jaime Villarreal able to fit in, and certain guys step up in certain roles, but Luis Felipe really has shown some serious growth this year. Not only the fact that he's scoring goals at it, but to me, it's his composure in the way that he's breaking up balls. He's picking his time, and he's staying compact and staying within his game. And I mean, as a coach, you're probably thinking, there's not a whole lot more I can ask from him.
I think he's quite possibly the first name in the team sheet, you know, just the way he's been playing, and he just imposes himself on there. So it's been a good year. Hopefully he can continue that in this playoff run here.
Jordan McCrary waiting for it. Cuello will able to receive it in the midfield, held by Serrano. And this ball's played out wide to Carlton Belmar, flipping the other side, typically on the right side. Now he's going 1v1. Little dribble, here's a shot, and it's into the arms of Pereira. Why not? Carlton Belmar seeing if he can get one on. Republic have teamed up with Sacramento Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Foundation to award 2 local students with a $1,000 scholarship. The foundation, the Republic, committed to supporting a diversified and educated workforce. You can go nominate your own local scholar on the website. AWO getting his body in front, drawing the foul. It's exactly what you want him to do. Wheeler Omnu, drafted by Atlanta United, 46 overall in 2017. He got a lot of praise there. He talked about it on the podcast with Connor Sutton last year, just about how encouraging it was to get from some of the top guys in MLS, and obviously they went on to win the Cup that year. And he felt that he had a real bright future. A lot of the guys just felt like, you know, there was just sometimes there's other guys in front of you, and it's just hard to get run, and that was really the issue in Atlanta. Found his way to Tucson, and looked like he was going to really make a run with maybe Phoenix for a time, and got a couple of games in toward the end of that season, and brought in last year. And now, once again, for Mark Briggs, like, he's played that back line, he's played the defensive mid, and he's just done in the middle of everything his coaching staff has asked him, even when not playing. Vermella looking for Iwasa. Iwasa able to break free, just offside. Great piece of skill, though, from Cam, weaving in and out. You got to make those backline guys work.
He's just trying to keep on side there. You see him, he's flattening his run, so that just means he's just running in behind that defender, and he just lurked a little bit too far there.
Mark Briggs, a couple more changes. Less than 10 minutes here from Heart Health Park. Iwasa opened it up in the 8th minute. Cuello was able to add another, and then Villanueva for Tacoma made it 2-1, and Luis Felipe with an absolute banger, and made it 3-1, and that's where we stand here as Tacoma trying to hurry up, and here comes some substitution. So Cameron Iwasa will exit the game. 7 goals on the year after getting his first in the 8th minute. And then Jerome Kiesewetter, who scored against his very Tacoma side, will come into the match, and Jaime Villarreal will also enter the game. A late scratch, did not start against LA, his former club. But will now come into this match here. And for Mark Briggs, you got to think about, now you have a striker core. You have 6 guys who are now starting to perform. You also have some options in the midfield with Cuello, Penagos, Felipe, Wheeler Omnu, and Jaime Villarreal. More offensive for maybe Penagos, Cuello, but here is Villarreal, a little more defensive-minded, where Dar Vermella, maybe Cuello moves up, or maybe you go to a 4-4-2 here. We'll see what Mark decides to do with a 2-goal lead, about 5 minutes to go.
With everyone getting healthy, it's creating this competition for spots, for places, and as a player, you want to be playing this time of the year, and it's healthy. It's healthy to have that within a club if it's managed right, if the players go about it the right way. And we spoke about it, this team hits stride right now. This time of year, starts racking up the wins. You just never know what can happen.
Hafferty able to get a toe on it, and there's competition throughout this week, and there's some scoreboard in competition about points given to guys doing certain things. And I mean, for you, Adam, you've played in these situations. What do these competitions look like? Sometimes 11-11, but Mark Briggs thought this team just needed some extra motivation. It wasn't really about tactics.
Yeah, so basically what he did is kept a tally of who's winning in practice, who isn't, and there's no hiding the fact of that, right? If you're playing in 20 games and you're losing them all, then you're probably not being as effective as you can be. So he wants to see who's been effective. You know, you can look good on the ball, but are you getting your team victories? Here Cuello goes again. He's helped in this victory tonight. If they can hold on, that is.
Belmar looking to make a turn, goes to his left, keeps it down low, looking for Jerome Kiesewetter, and just at the end, broken up by Tacoma again, and I believe it was Villanueva. What a night he is having, the Lancaster, California native. has really shown some bright spots for this Tacoma side. Belmar just a bit unlucky to get his 3rd assist.
Good play, Colin Belmar. He's come in. He's had a shot already, and that was going to be a tap in for Kiesewetter at the back post. Good defending by Villanueva.
Corner kick for Sacramento. The crowd stomping their feet here at Hart Health Park. Villanueva, his big frame, trying to deter this Republic side from getting a 4th goal. Up for Dan Casey, takes a small deflection, and they'll redo it. And Dan Casey thought may have been off of Tacoma, and it is. Yes, absolutely. Dan Casey maybe even arguing for a handball. I don't know if we saw that there, but
something. It definitely hit someone as it was on his way towards the goal.
All right, we'll redo it again.
He'll want to get on the end of this again. Dan Casey's a big boy. He loves throwing his body around, and he'll want to give him a chance here.
This one's short. Kiesewetter, Jaime Villarreal. Villarreal send it over the top post. How about Villarreal coming to the game? Why not? I saw Luis Felipe do it. My turn.
That's what you want to do right there. Take it. It fell to his left foot. He's right-footed, but have the confidence, go for it, and just over the bar. It's the right thing to do in that situation, though.
Well, throughout Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, we're teaming up with UC Davis Health to drive awareness. Fans can join the club supporting the inspiring, life-changing work. UC Davis Health by contributing to the Super Fritz and Fan Ball. Here's a dinner and a stop by Saldana again. Was he offside? Looks like he was offside. Anyway, so go to Childhood Cancer Awareness Month here, SacRepublicFC.com to donate for more to get involved with this incredible effort. Tacoma doesn't quit, though. It is a young team. They've got a lot of fight in them. You got to appreciate that. And the reason why they'll have success, like we've seen earlier this season, it's unfortunate for them just not able to string it together here as late as they're staring down their 6th straight defeat. What did you like from Sacramento tonight?
Their energy. Before the match, we spoke about the mentality as well, and they've brought it tonight. You can tell this is a team who's hungry, who knows what's at stake. They got to win games. The season, we speak about making the playoffs. We also speak about jobs are at stake. These players, you know, you don't win, you lose. Nah, maybe we'll replace them. So that is, there's more at stake than just making the playoffs here, and I think the players are kind of realizing that.
Villanueva to throw. McCrary. So 3 minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra. Dinnerin looking to turn a corner. Luis Felipe breaking it up again. Belmar. He was trying to break free. Still carving forward. Dinnerin laying it off to Vargas. Vargas getting stuck and taking down hard by Hafferty. Popping right back up. Looks big to be okay. A couple more changes for Mark Briggs aside here at the end of the game. As Shannon Gomez and Patrick Weah into the match. Patrick Weah, what a fun player he has been. Just 17 years of age out of Minneapolis, and he'll replace Emil Cuello, who has the goal, the second one, I should say, for Sacramento. And then Shannon Gomez looks like he'll replace Duke Lacroix. Shannon Gomez, unfortunately, is just kind of run to a logjam here. Pacey player, defends well, just hasn't been able to crack the lineup as of late.
He hasn't. You can see the fans are excited to see him, though. He's definitely a fan favorite around here, and that's just due to the fact that he gives it everything he has when he's out there. And he's been through some struggles the last few years with injuries, but good to see him getting some minutes here tonight.
Really broke out at the start of the year when Republic started that 3-5-2, and he was flying up the wing. I mean, he had 2 assists right away. One ended up being a game winner. So I think this is a guy that, you know, has a lot to offer and probably really good in a system like that. And good thing for Mark Briggs, he's got 3 fullbacks that he can rely on, and you never know when injury might come or rest needed. And here's a turnover. Weah's just going to float it in, and it's broken away. Good save coming from Tacoma's Taylor Mueller again. Just a little bit too soft. He tried to get it forward. AWO fronting Weah again. Weah trying to turn the corner. AWO running into some traffic. Tough ball, just tried to wrap it around. Here's Weah again. Weah, Kiesewetter. The lock jam in there. Felipe will flip the field. Belmar and Hafferty. Back to Luis Felipe. What a night he has had. Bringing up his 4th goal in the year, but again, defensively has been solid as well. Patrick Weah, just so much raw talent. You can just see it's there. Like, the ideas are there, the effort is there. It's just sometimes that technical ability, and he'll develop it. I mean, 17 years of age. He doesn't look 17, that's for sure, but he is an absolute force.
Almost with his first touch there, getting on the score sheet. I think everyone was just willing that to go in, just go a little bit harder. I don't think that's the final whistle. A few people think it is. I think it's offside.
It's an offside.
Could be the whistle.
I think this final kick here from Carlos O'Donnell. How about Carlos O'Donnell? What a debut. I mean, making his first start here with Sacramento, coming on, trialist, signs because of the Tomas Gomez injury, and able to come up with a fantastic night. And a foul is called and given. It's probably a little nerve-wracking making your debut, and here you are helping lead your team to a win.
It is, and it's taking your opportunity. It'll be hard to take him out of the team after this as well, and getting not the clean sheet, but getting the victory. That's what this team needs.
Well, the crowd loves it here at Ardell Park. It's final 3-1. Sacramento takes the win. Iwasa, Cuello, Felipe, all getting on the board, and it's all smiles on the Republic bench. Feeling good here in Sacramento as the Republic now with 32 points on the year. Man of the match. Tell you what, there's been a few games you could probably say this person. All 11 played fantastic tonight. I thought Luis Felipe did it on both, you know, defensively, offensively, full pitch. He gave an all-out effort. He is our Western Health Advantage man of the match.
He deserves it. There's a couple other guys like you mentioned. I mean, I think everyone just had a strong game. Saldana could have got it, the saves he made, but that goal kind of snuck it towards Luis Felipe's favor there. So once again, great performance, massive 3 points.
Republic still in the playoff hunt after a fantastic win here at home. Full post-game show coming up next.
Of a boy who had 3 open heart surgeries by the age of 3. A boy who weathered some of his toughest storms before he could speak. A boy who now has the heart to change the world and a lifetime to do it. For extraordinary breakthroughs and everyday childhoods, UC Davis Health is the region's only nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
1, 2, 3.
Come on.
Fans celebrating with players on the north end of the field. Tower Bridge Battalion raising flags. What a night here in Sacramento, and that man, Carlos Saldana, making his debut, and a big one it was. Fantastic play, great saves, holding this team to just 1 goal. Want to see how it all went down, Adam?
Yeah, let's have a look. And it starts here. The team came out full of intent, and Cameron Iwasa getting the scoring underway. Breaks through a couple challenges, and this nice little toe poke finish right past Herrera.
7th goal on the year for Cameron Iwasa, leads the team. However, Sacramento not done yet. Look at this beauty. Malik Foster really got his body, had a couple of good looks. Emil Quayle with an absolute dandy of a goal, and it's 2-0 Sacramento. However, Adam Moffat, is how well that was struck and put in the back of the net. Tacoma would continue the fight, and they'd be right back at it after a foul and a set piece in the 72nd.
Great finish by Villanueva, right in the top corner. Nothing Saldana can do with that one. That's perfect. That's a lot of years of practice gone into that to put that ball in that top corner there. And we thought that would have been goal of the night.
Could have made an argument, absolutely. But Luis Felipe said no.
No, there we go. I'll one-up you right there, and what a strike that is. That's goal. The goalie just knows. It's just the despair as he sees it going over his head. He's like, oh, please hit the bar, hit the post, something. Nope.
When it's your team, it's fantastic. When it's not your team, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Cole stats, Toyota, 3 goals, 13 shots, another double-digit night. 10 games now in a row, Sacramento has a double-digit shots. I mean, it really, it's picking up there. It finally broke through tonight. 7 on target to me. That was the big one to circle.
That's the one. That's how you score goals, is putting the ball on target. A lot of times we've seen the shots up, but the shots on target's nowhere close. So Mark Briggs will be happy at that. He'll be really happy at the display tonight.
Sacramento up to 32 points. They're tied in 4th place with Los Angeles Galaxy, who is losing to San Diego. So Phoenix, San Diego, Orange County, Los Angeles, Sacramento, Oakland roots behind. Tacoma still in it. It's going to be a great October finish, but it was a big one here for Republic. They get 3 points at home. Luis Felipe and company, 3 goals to 1. They take the victory. We'll see you next Saturday, but they do have a game on Wednesday for our entire crew. He's Adam Moffat, I'm Rob McAllister. Have a wonderful night.
Telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.